Well, I want to welcome everybody. Thanks for coming out. Coming on. This first song is called Riverstone. It's the title track off of my album, Riverstone. No, man. Standing by myself empty and Riverstone for resistance. Some cloud from my vision, man. Give up that fight. Didn't get that right. Now I hate every see you looking at me. Had a million revelations while you were heading my way. See, I no one for common sense. My romance is self-defense. It's a never-ending point of view relative to how we're doing. No, man. Standing by myself empty and Riverstone for resistance. Some cloud from my vision, man. Give up that fight. Didn't get that right, no. Traditions ripples through the atmosphere. Little nibble on the ear now. Baby, please, I must confess, been a long time since I said yes. And I been smoking attitude and this next hit belongs to you. And no, man. Standing by myself empty and Riverstone for resistance. Some clouds fill my vision, man. Give up that fight, oh. Didn't get that right, no. Standing by myself empty and Riverstone for resistance. Some clouds fill my vision when give up that fight. Oh, didn't get that right, no. All right. Thank you. So that one is, it's about my love for resistance and the trouble that sometimes ensues. What do we got? Jupiter next? All right, so this next song I wrote out in Oregon. It's about my inability to let go at times of my preconceived notions. for some reason. For my rhyme, I saw you standing there, looking down. Don't know what you saw. On the ground, you said, oh hey there. Did you see there's something going down? On the other sea, won't you come with me? By my saddle, just wait right here. We can catch a ride and go. Of that fight, turn to my soul, to your life. Here's what I know about letting go. The answer's yes. You can be my guest. I'll let you into that place where then we could coexist. We could make a list, you know we can do this. You know we can. So many words, I know I generalize, I try to simplify. That look in your eye, maybe you know where I'm coming from, maybe you're wrong. On that same road, letting go of that fight. Turn to my soul, to your life. Here's what I know about letting go. The answer's yeah. I sure didn't see the sign. So many times I tried to walk on by, and I know you were looking at me until you smacked me upside the head. We called it divine inspiration. Letting go of that fight. Surrender my soul to your life. Here's what I know about letting go. Here's what I know about letting go. Thank you. All right, so this next song.
Should we introduce ourselves at all? No? Maybe?
Are you going too fast?
Damn it all?
Yeah, we can. Can we just get out of the next song, though? Don't tell me what to do, man. It's my show. I'm telling you. Sitting by the railroad side, I can hardly wait. Got my mind on another time. If you could just take my bait. Sitting by the railroad side, I think I might hit my stride. Spread my wings and learn to fly. Then I'll take you for a ride. And I don't mind if your friends wanna come along. We could share, and we could all sing my song. Baby, we could try, but I'm pretty sure it won't take long. No, baby, we could try till the break of dawn. Open eyes, I walk on by. I hope it's not too late. It's no surprise I lost my mind when you went and put it in my face. I thought hard and I thought long, made up my mind. I won't deny I'm in my prime, and I'll take you to another place. And I don't mind if your friends wanna come along. We could share, and we could all sing my song. Baby, we could try, but I'm pretty sure it won't take long. No, no, baby, we could try till the break of dawn, all night long at my place, up in outer space. And this is what I am, with a great big grin. Hot goddamn son of a bitch, and I'll take you for a little spin. I don't mind if your friends wanna come along. We could share, oh, and we could all sing my song. Baby, we could try, but I'm pretty sure it won't take long. No, no, baby, we could try. All right. So because this is my song and my show, I'm going to take the time right now to introduce the band. Over here to my right, we have other Josh, Coty. Well, I can't give you other because he's got the full finger and he's also got the Rogers because how he so over here on bass. Can you see him over here? He's your panning to him. Got one guy on camera here. It's working hard here. So we have Mr. Josh, full-fingered Josh Rogers LaFave. Full. We have masks on. We're trying to spare you guys. So. And way back here in the back, the guy who actually put the band together. This band, anyway. I know you guys were a thing before, but you brought them all in. So, Mr. Nicky Fitz. I want to thank you, Vince and Jamie, for having us. I don't mind if your friends wanna come along. We could share, oh, and we could all sing my song. Baby, we could try, but I'm pretty sure it won't take long. No, no, no. Baby, we could try till the break of dawn, all night long at my place, 'cause it's outer space. Called Try. Thank you. It's hard to hear. The headphones don't catch it all. You need a microphone over there so I can hear you clapping too. All right, so that last one was not on my album. That was just one that was, we actually played at Brickbox the last time that stuff's online on YouTube. This next one I wrote because I've been in a few relationships. One of the things that's been told to me is that, Chris, you'll never find peace and happiness until you figure out your demons. Another of the things that's been said to me is that I don't listen.
Then you found us.
Right. So I wrote this song as a way for me to explained to them that I was hearing them. But I definitely wasn't listening, but I was hearing. I really was. Seem like I'm living in the past. I can't get my mind off of that ass. Grounded from your wisdom, like I'm lost in tunnel vision, and I'm losing my mind and it's fading fast. Instead of looking out, I'm reaching in. Living in sin with one hell of a grin. Why even bother? 'Cause I'm just like my father, and I can't tell the hell I'm living in. There's something wrong with what I'm missing. I know you thought I didn't listen. Come from no other, but from your mother, she says. You can't get no, but I know why. Circumstance, I'll get out my head and I'll take your hand. Or maybe when I'm able, I can leave it on the table, and I get out my head and break down and dance. And I shake from the left, from the right, down every wall, see inside. I like the way you get me, and I love the way you hit me, and I still lose my breath when you come inside. There's something wrong with what I miss. I know you thought I didn't listen. Come from no other, but from your mother, she says. You can't get no, but I know why. But from your mother, she says. Don't be like father. Get what you ask for, not what you want. But reaching out to fellow man, I got a better sense of who I am, and I understand the man I am. Something wrong with what I'm missing. I know you thought I didn't listen. Come from no other, well, from your mother, she says. You can't get no, without no I can't get no without no I can't get no without no I. So that one's called, thank you, it's Can't Get No. Gotta get that right. That's how the song goes. Oh, here we go. Well, see you back again. Tried to clean my head. Will this ever end? No. Like to get to know you behind those eyes. I see blue sky. I saw you from across the room. Oh, I'm a little shy. Maybe another time, 'cause you know, all in due time. There's no hurry, dear. Have another beer. Couple hours later, from across the room, you began to glide. And who that smile, don't you know that I didn't stand a chance when I met you? I didn't have a clue, no. I thought that I could turn the other way some other day. Nothing more to say, but you know, don't you know, no matter what I say, love you anyway. It's a fine line between heaven and hell. Now I try to walk the line, maybe half the time. How come? How can I know nothing about you? Another chapter closed. Hello. See you back again. Tried to clear my head. Will this ever end? Did you know things are really good? Best it's ever been. Every word I said is true. How about you? But I don't know how to say I'm not in love with you, but I'm in love with you. Oh, you can take from that what you will. Oh, it's a fine line between heaven and hell. Now try to walk the line, maybe half the time. How come? How can I know enough about you? Another chapter closed over. Every page is another day. All my chapters filled. This one's for you. Oh, and you. Oh, not you. That's a different book. It's a fine line between heaven and hell, now I try to walk the line. Maybe half the time. How come I did not know another battle show, another chapter closed? It's a fine night, it's a fine night. How come I did not know? Hello again. Thank you. What do we got next, guys? Oh, we have my electric guitar. That's what we have next. All right.
Damn it all.
Damn it all. Excuse me for a second while I switch out and get tangled up. It's gonna happen. Wrapped around that table now. It happens. All right. Thank you. It's like a pro. He stays under the camera and everything. You can enjoy a little Discavus while we're hanging out, waiting for me to tune my guitar. I can tell you that this next song, it's called, it's about on the few occasions where I wasn't right. I think they call that wrong. But we say, it all goes on anyway. I'm getting there.
It all goes on anyway.
It all goes on anyway. All right, let's see what we got here. No wah pedal. Understanding your intention, I took some time to think of what you say. Turn my finger the other way. Have to admit that I was wrong. Made my decision, voiced my opinion. Could have picked a better presentation, but it all goes on anyway. Can't fight the laws of nature, can't deny the state you're heading toward the fate, y'all. All you know is true, you're in this too. No matter what you do, no matter what you do, yeah. But I could have got to know you. Wasn't very nice of me not to take the time to see that you're drowning in the same sea as me, yeah. And I could have held my tongue. This is cycle, chain reaction for a moment, satisfaction. But it all goes on anyway. Can't fight the laws of nature, can't deny the state you're heading toward the fate, y'all. Oh, keep on selling, but you're not back here. There's culture right beside you. You know it's true, you're in this too. No matter what you do, no matter what you view, amplification, modulation, a frequent filtration, a target filtration, Holocaust definition, hands in desperation, reaping expectation, reaching devastation, the time to choose your station. But I heard your opinion. No, I don't agree. I haven't got my own to see. Your facts go from a different tree. Yeah. Only certainty is science, is there is no certainty. Said the finite source of humanity. Oh, you could choke on it. But it all goes on anyway. Can't fight the laws of nature, can't deny the state you're heading toward the fate, y'all. Oh, you may be right, I know I've been wrong. Stand up straight, assimilate, or move along, yeah. It all goes, thank you, on anyway. This next tune was one of the first songs I wrote. Right, that's what we're doing now? Aha. Aha. So I got it in my mind that I could write a song. So what I decided the best way to do this was to take a trip up to the Chittenden Dam, bring my kayak and a bag of weed. Yeah, I sat out there for like 3 hours, and I came up with this tune. It's funny because this is like the rolling of my oars. This is what I came up with. And then all of a sudden I started to realize that there were random birds chirping, so I came up with that. So then the words to the song actually are just, because I was a little disgruntled, because this girl I was seeing told me I had no balls. That's what the lyrics are about. It's called Aha. A little hazy, you can say I'm pretty slow. You can say I'm a little crazy too, cause baby I wouldn't know. You can write it in a letter or you can send it in a text. You can call me a little later and you can call me what you want. Cause baby I know you love me, yes I know that it's true. Well, baby I'm the one who wants to make sweet love to you. From across the room with that flower in your head. Said, come on son, let's have some fun. You can catch me if you dare. Said, I don't know what you're trying to do, so you can lay it down real slow. Your turn to say when you walk away, oh baby, now that's what she said. Babe, I know you love me, yes I know that it's true. Well, baby, I'm the one who wants you to make sweet love to you. Well, baby, I want you to go and take it too fast. Oh, baby, I just want you to know that this couldn't last. Class was such a blast, but we just ran out of gas. Don't worry, baby, my lesson's learned and no more holding back. Just wrap your hair around my hand and work out all slack. Just pull you back inside that ass and listen to you gas. Cause babe, I know you love me, yes I know that it's true. Well, baby, I'm the one who wants to make sweet love to you. Well, baby, I don't want you to go and take it too fast. Oh, baby, I just want you to know that this couldn't last. All right, thank you. All right. This next song is called Pyramid. Pretty sure I'm right. You wrote it. Someone asked me. I know. It's my set list. This is what we're playing. Oh. All right. I think that's like, is that considered karma? We call that karma? All right. You guys can go ahead and start without me. You know the song. What? Oh yeah, you want me to do that? I don't. I stopped doing that because I never did this. I'll start doing it now, but I'm not muted. So, oh, wait a minute, hold on. 1 second, please.
We actually planned this part out.
Yeah, this is all rehearsed.
Comedy and music.
This is so we could just stop and say thank you and tip your bartenders and come out to see us, when we can. This is probably about as political as I get, which is about as political as I want to get. Well, I've been trying to find a way to get it off of my mind, but every time, just the same old grind. I gotta spend my time pretending I don't care while you got me running around over here and there. If I could give it all up to you, I wouldn't know just what to do. But it doesn't work that way, no. No matter what they say, and I don't even know who that is, but they said on the news and told me what to do. Got my mind made up, I'm gunning for you, so you're gunning for me, cause they say it's true. Your actions are illogical, and your answers are kind of comical. In the matters of Mr. Dan, I think you must repent. The matters of the truth, it all rolls down from you. And so you say, as I do, when I think you're acting like a fool, and I don't even know who that is, but they said on the news and told me what to do. Got my mind made up, I'm gunning for you, so you're gunning for me, cause they say it's true, yeah. Agents maybe say there ain't no other way. The bigger at the top will crush all the hope below, and lighter way up high. Last thing we don't know, and pyramid turn upside down, crumble to the ground, and I don't even know who that is, but they said it on the news and told me what to do. Got my mind made up, I'm gunning for you, so you're gunning for me, cause they say it's true. down over everything. If I could give it all up to you, I wouldn't know just what to do. But it doesn't work that way, no. No matter what they say, and I don't even know who they is, but they said it on the news and told me what to do. Got my mind made up, I'm gunning for you, so you're gunning for me, 'cause they say it's true, yeah. Next tune. Oh, we got a big old clock right here. We know how we're doing on time. I just noticed that. Yeah. I'm. You know, it happens, man. Sorry. So this next song has a really long explanation, which I figured out doesn't really work for me. So I'm not going to tell you. but I may at some point put it on our website if we get a website, which we will. I'm working on it. But. So you may have to keep checking in. But for now, I'll tell you that this song is both about my guitars, and it's completely true. I think you're kinda sexy, and I like the way you smile. Have you seen my Esteban? Well, I can bring it on, hold it real close. Oh, baby, you can walk. Oh, and baby, you can run your fingers up and down the neck. No, baby, I don't mind. And we can make the music, play it fast, don't play it slow. Make me shake right behind. Well, I know you get excited, but I like you anyway. Maybe a little more when you're over there. But I got my own philosophy, and I just don't care. Oh, in your eyes. Oh, and baby, talk to me means nothing to me, because I think I broke his name. Oh, and Albanese, well, never mind what it says. That was just a one-night stand. But Albanese, well, what more can be said? I like my variety. Oh, and we can make the music, play it fast, don't play it slow. Let me shake my behind. Well, I know you get excited, but I like you anyway. Maybe a little more when you're over there. Well, I got my own philosophy, and I just don't care. Oh, in your eyes. I love my Esteban more than I love you. Well, I'm Gonna tell you right here and now that's it's probably true, but yeah, that don't mean you should go ahead and take the next ride. Cause if you touch my Esteban line, probably let it slide. Just take it nice and easy, go real slow, and mind that G-string, baby, cause you got a busted nut. And I think you're kinda sexy, and I like the way you smile. Have you seen my Esteban? Well, I can bring it over, hold it real close. Oh, baby, you can walk. Oh, and maybe you can run your fingers up and down the neck. No, no, baby, I don't mind. And we can make the music, play it fast, don't play it slow. Make me shake my behind. Well, I know you get excited, but I like you anyway. Maybe a little more when you're over there. But I got my own philosophy, and I just don't care. Oh, in your eyes. Gypsy love of my Esteban. All right, thank you. It's getting a little wet up here.
Where did you go?
Oh, okay, we're doing the whole switchback now. Going back, gonna make some more knots and stuff here, so give me 1 second, please. Say what? This is gonna work out. I'm not tangled up yet. So this next song is not on my first album, Riverstone. This one is actually possibly, maybe, probably, maybe not. I don't know. It's going to be on our next album. We'll see. Nothing's decided yet, so. But, this was basically about a few encounters with love. called Where Did You Go? Another time, another place, another sacrifice, another taste. Going down the lonely road, no place to go, got no home. All alone, making noise on my mind. Make my choice, so you know, take it slow. Lost my mind. Where did you go? Oh, I remember you. She said, I think I'll roll myself with you. Lady, love will come for you, but away from another time, another place, another sacrifice, another take. I let you go down that road. I didn't know. Where did you go? When we were young, I bet you lived. I didn't know it was in their heads. Not like you, lying there, head in hand. Couldn't tell I cared. Oh, I remember you. She said, I think I'll roll myself with you. When I get hold of you, there ain't nothing you can do. Lady, love will come for you, but away from another time, another place, another sacrifice, another take. Going down that lonely road, oh, no place to go. Got no home, oh. I know you had your reason why you left me lying in the sand. Did you call it even? You decided I was not your man. Maybe another season, but away from another time, another place, another sacrifice, another take. Going down that lonely road, oh, no place to go, got no home. When you listen to the wind, does it matter in your spin? 'Cause you were gone down that road. You were gone, oh, where did you go? Oh, I remember you. She said, I think I'll roll myself with you, but I wait for another time, another grace, another sacrifice, another day. Going down that lonely road, oh, no place to go, got no home.
Thank you. That one's called Where Did You Go?
Hold on. Technical difficulties back here. Mulan.
So how much time do we have? I see it's 7 o'clock now. Are we kind of, because we have like a few more we want to play, but we could do like just 2, or we could do 4, or we could do, or you know, I don't know who's to. 2 more? 2 more. So let's just do.
No, just the beater came on. We lost the beater.
Oh boy. Nicky broke his beater. Technical difficulties. Then we're just gonna do the originals then. How's your beater? Yeah, again, I want to thank the Underground for having us up here. This is nice. It's fun. It's nice to play out again, or to play and be heard, maybe, hopefully. And it's just nice to play again. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
You got your beater back?
Are we doing just Call Me the Cat?
Yeah, we'll just do that.
Okay.
And then we'll do Subject Life, yeah. All right, so we got 2 more for you.
If I tried to read your mind, you know I get it wrong anyway. Maybe I'm blind, I don't know, but I'm not gonna let my mind in no way. Call me the cat, stepping up on my alleyway, scratching round your door, not gonna go away. That's where it's at. You can hear my roll jumping in, land on my fours and put my ears in. Bet you will feel on the ground, set it, turn around. Be on your side, be on mine, be in the middle, till the end of time, that's where it's at. You can hear my roll jumping in, land on my force, call me the cat, stepping off from my alleyway, scratching round your door, not gonna go away, no. Call me the cat, stepping off on my alleyway, scratching round your door, not gonna go away. That's where it's at. You can hear my roll jumping in, land on my foes and suffering soul. 'Cause I'm a proud, laying it down, throwing the towel. Sunset on you, nothing you can do, ready to pounce with every ounce. Call me the cat, stepping out from the alleyway, scratching round your door, not gonna go away. That's where it's at. You can hear my roll jumping in, land on my bones. Call me the cat, stepping out from the alleyway, scratching round your door, not gonna go away. That's where it's at. You can hear my roll jumping in, land on my bones.
I wrote this next song watching the sun rise over Killington one day. It's called Some Say Life. Thank you. Nicky's going to start this one. Pressure. About this time, I thought I might find a piece of mind to introduce myself. Maybe make some sense, a little less dance, and let it go, and I put it on that shelf. But you and I, one of a kind, we're never gonna find no other like ourselves. Turn the light on so baby you can see that maybe you and me can get to know ourselves. One lonely little ray like on shooting across the valley. One by one all will come chromactic waves of curiosity. Dawn of a miracle with cyclical inception. Color, stereo, accepting, no exception. About this time, I thought I might find a piece of mind to introduce myself. Part humanity, from that fine I see that monophonic scale. We're one in that setting sun, and all that color seem to fade off into none. What the light is and what the light does and what it will be, and maybe we should know ourselves. One lonely little ray like I'm shooting across the valley. One by one all will come chromactic waves of curiosity. Dawn of the miracle with cyclical inception. Color, stereo, accepting, no exception. Every ending is a beginning. Every reason for every season, every sunset, everyone gets. We could start again, but will it have to wait? Turn it on and turn it off and turn it into something useful. Turn it on and turn it off and turn it on and turn it on. And one lonely little ray like I'm shooting across the valley. One by one I will come chromatic waves of curiosity. Dawn of a miracle with cyclical inception. Color, stereo, accepting, no exception. Some say life's a bitch. Alright, that's our last song. I want to thank everyone for having us. Vince, Jamie, and everyone else out there. And thank everyone for watching, sticking around. Damn it all. Damn it all. Don't forget to like our page, too. We could use some friends over about that. And I want to thank Nicky, Josh, and the other Josh for helping me to bring my music to life. He's always got something funky going on. Thank you. We are Damn It All. All right. Thank you. That's it. We're done. We need to shower. Something. I guess that means we're live.
Good evening. We're here at the Underground. My name is Jamie Gage. I want to thank Vincent Freeman for all of his great technical assistance here, and I'm here after a great performance with the band. Damn It All.
Damn it all.
Thank you, guys. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
You look winded. It was a warm performance in this room. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
The heat was
I
on.
was noticing when I noticed the clock, I could also see the temperature.
Yep.
It was 71 the whole time. It was nice and crispy.
Yeah. I should take this off, but because of it's a bad hair day, I decided I look like a doctor, so we're going to go into surgery here. Anyway, Damn It All. Let's start right there. We got Kris Collett, two Joshes. I want to say, well, I'm not even going to. Josh Cody and Josh, there were like two names for you. So
some of them you can't say on the radio.
Your last name?
You got 2 chances to get it right.
I want to say Graham, but I know that's wrong.
Nope.
I forgot. But there's a nickname. Josh
Give me one
Cody.
more chance.
Josh.
One more chance.
Well, if it's not
Won't
Graham,
you
then
be my
Cracker.
neighbor?
Oh, Rogers. Josh Rogers. Yeah.
That's the name that they told me for like the first few months I knew him. That's who I knew him as. But turns out it was a lie.
Real name's LaFave, though.
Oh, okay. So you're not Mr. Rogers.
No,
after all.
No, I hung the sweater.
Not even close.
There's an opening on PBS, and I understand Chris.
Oh, no.
Chris actually works at PBS, I think, from his email address. But let me finish with a guy named Nicky Fitz.
Yeah.
Who I want to name Nicky Sticks Fitz or something. You know, that's such a great drummer name.
Make it up. Everyone gets one.
Yeah, right on. Where does the name Damn It All come from?
Damn it all.
I think you saw.
Well, it's
Giving each other?
it actually comes from before when Nicky and I were jamming. I don't know if you were around quite yet when we.
Not yet.
So we were jamming out at my apartment. This is before the pandemic, and we had a bunch of friends over there, and we were George Nostrand, and
Yeah.
I don't know, somehow we ended up messing around, and somehow we just, Damn It All, George just came out of the whole conversation. There was a whole lot of 4-letter words that went along with it, but that ended up being kind of what we came up with. But for the longest time, I kind of floundered back and forth whether or not I liked the name, but one day we're over at No Town with George at George's Georgetown, his stage there, and Shelby had a beer. She sat on a stage, my wife, and she said it's he comes walking by as she's standing off in the distance and notices him walk by with a cigarette butt and drops it in her beer can. And she's read out, "Damn it all, George!" And that's when I was convinced that this was the right name for the band. And
Right on.
it's been a lot of fun. I mean, I'm glad I didn't back out of it. So
It probably comes up a lot. I wanted to introduce the whole friggin' interview with "Damn It All, guys."
it's great
Well,
when we
it's
do
so good.
when we do live shows. It's great because like the whole crowd kind of gets into it. Damn It All becomes like the recur. You hear it all through the crowd.
Yeah.
So it's great. I like
It
it.
seems infectious.
Become a regular
Really,
part of our
really
lives.
infectious.
Damn It All.
My
It is.
girlfriend and I walk around the house singing to each other.
Well, you ever know? I don't know if you noticed when you said "Damn It All," we all mimicked it. Damn It All. That's kind of what we've become.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it is great.
that's what we
Yeah.
are.
Big shirts.
Well, you start with the band.
Damn It All
Got shirts.
banners.
We got the
I got stickers
poster
here
back
somewhere,
here
too.
as well. And
Oh,
what?
wow, so
And
you can
stickers
give
too?
Yeah, my
your
bag over
guitar.
here somewhere. I got stickers too.
All original songs tonight.
Yeah.
A whole hour and 20 minutes. You were ready for another 10 or
We could've
so,
gone-
or whatever you could do
we could've
more.
gone longer if we knew how long we were going for. We had more. We could have rehearsed. We could have rehearsed too. I mean, it would have been even.
Well, even without rehearsal,
It's been kind of hard
it
with
was
this
great.
pandemic. I mean, it's not. We haven't had a lot of time to do any of that stuff. Even though it seems like we have all the time in the world, it's not. We're not getting together all the time. So
Right. And I didn't introduce Kris Collett, of course,
Yes, that's
who's written all the songs.
yeah.
And how do you do that? You charted the story about the first song. I think, if I understood it correctly, that you ever wrote involved a kayak, the Chittenden Reservoir, and a bag of weed.
I'm going to say that a good portion of the songs that I wrote involve a bag of weed. But, that definitely, yeah, that was the first, and that was a lot of fun. I knew I could, so I just gave it a shot, and that's what I came up with. And that was the beauty of that song, and a lot of my songs is that I wrote them all, and then I brought them to open mic, and I just threw people into it. And I found a few that could do it. Nicky was one of them that doing open mics that he could actually follow me, and it was great. So.
Right on, yeah. And you gave great props to these guys. This is an incredible little tight band. They also went at one time by the name Discavus.
Discavus. They still do.
Okay.
Still do. Depends on what night of the week it is.
Yeah. Damn it all, Discavus. KGB.
Right?
It could be lots of things.
Anybody else need a band?
Yeah. Well, I think you're definitely making a name for yourself for sure. Aha. I think that was the name of the first song. Mm-hmm. Because.
I was supposed to symbolize, figuring shit out. Yeah, I can say that. This is streaming.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That was it. So aha, kind of like the same story as Cant Get no, figuring shit out. Aha.
Right.
Aha. Aha.
How many years ago?
I started writing songs about 9 years ago. So that was about when I wrote that song. Maybe 8-7 years ago, and somewhere in that time frame. But
Late, right, for you? I mean, behind the mask, I'm guessing you're holding hard at 29.
Yeah,
so when you were about 20, something
27,
like that?
27. I'm getting there. I'm in that 27 club right now. I'm hoping I
Right
die
on.
now and become famous. But
Right on.
but no.
Right
How you
on.
feeling over there, Josh? But 48 now. So
Yeah.
I'm. I just didn't even try it before I think it was 39 when I first picked it up, and just had fun with it. It was like good therapy, really straightened me out, I guess, if you can call it that.
Right on. Had you played guitar before that?
I had taken a couple lessons from Vincenzo Tortolano. I think your last name is Lund now, something like that. But that was
What a great name. Say that 3 times fast.
right.
My God.
But I nothing stuck. I wasn't interested enough, I guess. And then it was just at one point I realized that. Actually, it was trying to be a good father. I was on the way to teach my daughter to follow her dreams. And I realized I can't tell her to follow her dreams. I always wanted to play guitar, but I never tried. So then I started playing guitar, and this is where I am now.
Right on. 9 years. That's pretty darn good.
I've had a
being
lot
a
of great
full-time
help. These guys
father
are
and-
teaching me. Like you talked about mentors, and it's actually the other way around. These guys are teaching me a whole lot. They've between, each one of them I think individually has more experience than I do. We're pretty close. So,
Are you even that old?
even that old.
You're older than 9, are you? All right, the truth comes out about Nicky Fitz right now. It's going to
He's
be an
actually
internet
12.
sensation. Yeah, he started when he was 3. He's prodigious. He's a prodigy.
Mars this whole time.
Y'all heard of Mozart.
It's that stash
Well,
he grows over the.
It's a fake mustache. We glue it on.
That's right. The masks help
You
the
miss-
identity issue
Right,
here.
right.
Right on. Yeah, very, very tight band. I really enjoyed that a whole lot. A lot of other songs. You had a song that you wrote about, several songs I'm sensing, but you announced one song about relationships.
Oh, yeah.
And something about this is the man I am. Like that was kind of like the end result of, hey, you told me I don't listen. You told me, I've had
Yeah.
a series of. So Talk about that.
So yeah, that's just in relationships I've been into. I think I've been told a lot of times that I've got issues. I mean, it happens, right?
We all do.
I mean, in my relationships, I can see that. And I guess maybe I'm not the best lover. I don't know, but I've had moments where where people have turned to me and Chris, you just got to figure your shit out. And then I'm sitting there like I feel like I'm okay. I'm like I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, but yeah. So that's and it was always the same story. Chris, you're not listening. You're not listening. And no, I'm not. But I don't know. That's where that song came from.
That song was a great song. It seems like and you kind of confronted that little demon, whatever.
Yeah.
Said, hey, I am listening, and here's something coming back, maybe.
That's what a lot of those relationship songs, like "Call Me the Cat." I'm going to land on my force. You can kick me out. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to be okay. One way or the other. So,
right.
Relationship things. Just stuff I've encountered in my time, and I try to put it down so that mainly so that I'll remember. So,
right. Right. Yeah, we all have issues. Anybody who's over about 6 months old probably have some kind of issue.
It might have a little bit to do with my writing tools as well, but
your writing tools.
My bag of weed.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that helps in some fashion, right? I've sampled. I know a little something about it, but it's a timing thing, right? It's when is it going to, like in a kayak? So the way that Kris introduced the song was that through the kayak on the roof, went from, I'm guessing, Rutland to Chittenden Reservoir is the reservoir that feeds the big city of Rutland in Vermont. And went up there and had a bag of weed and a kayak, and and it worked. But it's all about timing, right?
The song, you mean, or the?
Well, how that? I mean, if we're going to talk about marijuana, it's legal now. We can talk about it.
It wasn't legal then, but yeah.
Right. All right. I don't think they can go back.
No, I honestly, I mean, legality has not changed a damn thing I do, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, I'm just sorry.
Let's go right to it. The writing tool.
Yep.
Of marijuana helping kind of like cultivate creative energy.
Yeah.
What I meant was sometimes it maybe has to be the right weed, the right diet, the right time. Maybe you're it could all, but it really does forward the thinking process sometimes.
I think it's like in the mindset, what you want it to do. I think I remember the first time I smoked pot and played basketball, and I was unstoppable. It was, well, I take it back. I could stop. I had like this. I was totally zoned in on everything that went on, and that ball never made it without me knowing exactly where it was. It was zoned in like crazy. It was probably my best game anyway. Or like we say when we play music, at least we thought it was best, but maybe that was because we were high. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I wasn't that good. I could have been awful.
I don't know. A lot of athletes have come out over the last 20 years and said the same thing. Michael Chuck was a snowboarder, is a Canadian snowboarder who got busted years ago for weed, and he attributes a lot of positivity toward it. Who's the big swimmer? Michael Phelps won every gold medal there could be.
Yeah.
And he swears by it. And now the tide's turning. Just last week, I think it was last week, right? There where the federal laws changed, I think, or we're about to change potentially. Probably get vetoed in lots of states, but it's out there. It's a good.
Yeah,
it's a positive drug.
Definitely
right?
positive. I mean, there's a lot of.
It's no worse than a cigarette or a beer. That's for sure.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's always been my contention. The new album, we could talk about pot all night, but let's talk about music instead.
I wasn't expecting that in the interview anyway.
Yeah.
This is all right. Well, we didn't know where we were going, so this is good.
That's the informality of the underground, which it can take us anywhere. The new album, the first. Second. You heard the first one. I gave you. Okay.
That.
Yes.
The new one is everything's slowed down right now. So we started. We went into we got together and we did some click tracks and stuff like that. This was early pandemic, and things have kind of slowed down. We've really just kind of we've had to do other things. Some of us have had to get real jobs, some of us, so it's really, it has slowed down the rehearsals and the recording. So it's going to happen. I mean, the songs are there. We just have to find time and be able to get in and do something with them. So I want to say we can get it out there soon, but I think we got a lot of work before we can say that. So.
All right, but the songs are done. That's good, and the band is tight.
We got songs, and we got
It's just kind of getting schedules and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And speaking of outside jobs, I just learned 10 minutes ago, that the Joshes worked a little bit for the Rutland Herald. Damn it all, George Nostrand was a big Rutland Herald guy, and you guys have to work early morning on a paper route.
That's where we're going after this.
Early. They haven't.
Go
This one hasn't even been to bed yet since last night's round.
Yeah, thanks to the world of the pandemic, I've picked up quite a few jobs. I used to be a full-time sound engineer, and not quite anymore, when there's no shows to happen. So I wake up at 2 a.m., deliver some papers till about 7 a.m. I get to sleep for about 20 minutes, and then I wake up and I go and I work at Bueno Burrito in Rutland. And I wrap burritos all day, and then I got out of that this afternoon, and I drove to Chris's house. We put our stuff in his car and came here.
Wow. And you still command the English language relatively well. You're actually speaking pretty...
There's a chip in the back. That's all the talking for me.
Right on. Well, that is great. You guys sounded absolutely fantastic. The Discavus?
That's it, yeah.
And also KGB. So, and with Chris's band, Damn It All, COVID-19 still, like you say. I mean, how many shows in 9 months have you been able to do?
0. Out of the 3 bands.
In 3 bands?
We probably played 3
Oh,
gigs.
them. Sorry,
No,
my
I'd
bad.
say
You're talking to
like
them,
6.
not me.
Well,
I'd say
everybody.
6.
Yeah. I think probably in total, I think personally I've had maybe, or I can't say that. I got lucky. Christian and I got in for a time in one of the local bars right when things opened back up and people were trying to make stuff work. So Christian and I had a little duo gig for a few weeks. So I think I played about a dozen gigs this summer.
Right.
But,
The
yeah,
Wild
not
Fern
much.
in Stockbridge does this cool. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what
We
they are
played
doing.
there with Krishna.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Cool.
we did a Wild
cool.
Fern show with Krishna.
Yeah, they've the only venue I know of in America that has the audience across the street from a Class A highway.
There's one more.
That was cool.
There's I played at Hippie Hill in New Hampshire, Danbury, New Hampshire, Hippie Hill.
Oh, there was that's right. There was a
You
little
play
mini
across the street.
festival or something, right?
The store owner will pay you to play on his side of the street, and they all sit and they're all Hippie Hill is on the other side of the street. It's right across the highway.
There's
So-
another one.
It's another one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. I didn't realize that. That is very super cool.
Yeah, I played there once. It was fun.
Right on. That is great.
But
God. So, what's the new album going to be called? Do you have
Wow.
any ideas?
that'll be figured out later on.
Yeah.
Who knows? I can make stuff up as I go. So
Yeah. You said there was one song you did that you said this is about as political as I want to get. And
Pyramid.
Yeah.
Pyramid. Yeah. That's it's just I feel like a lot of what we see is through the window of media, and I feel like I think it's not even like really fully politics. It's mostly the media. I feel like most of us don't get out to the full world and see what's happening in the Middle East or what's happening in Europe or whatever. Most of us get our information from what we see in the media, and so often that's just skewed. I feel like I would, if my only recommendation for anybody is if just get out and see it. I mean, I understand you want to be part of it and you want to pay attention but sometimes there's a big difference between what you're seeing in the media and what's actually happening. And not that they're lying to you, but they also have an agenda. They have something they want to tell you. And it doesn't always fit what the full story. So
Right.
and that's kind of what that is. That's just people telling. I feel like a lot of that, the division that we see in this country is just because we're being told to be divided. We're being told we should be divided. And
Right.
I don't know. I see.
Yeah, and it may also be very, very deliberate, to disenchant you from any news source at all, and not to start to like maybe look who are really telling the truth? Where are the real journalists? Because most of the mainstream media is is owned by corporations who also happen to own the government. Sorry, this is my editorial, but I believe very, very fiercely that the media and the government are maybe not hand in hand, but the federal government anyway, but close, you know?
You kind of, I mean, they're like a tool. Like the media is like a tool, you know, and it's, you know, how you watch it or how they explain their stories is, you know, I mean, it all depends on what their belief is, what their opinion is, and you know, like I don't know. I tend to watch. I like to watch all. You know, I like to watch liberal and conservative because when I was in the military, I remember going over to the Middle East and going over to Europe and coming back and be like, guys, people are like, well, we heard about this, and I'm like, yeah, but did you hear about this? Well, we didn't hear anything about that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Right.
this and well, I can't tell you everything, but.
Right.
You know, and there was such a difference between what was being said here and what I was seeing. I started at that point. This was 20 years ago. I started, you know, I started watching and listening to you know NPR, VPR, CNN, Fox. You know, because I realized that every one of them, even though they may not have the best stories, some of them may make them some fantastic crap, but on the other side of it, you know, every one of them does have a little bit of truth in what they're saying. They can't just sit there and flatly lie to us.
Right.
So
right.
so there is a little bit of truth in what they're telling us. Every one of them is
Yeah.
telling us. You just have to figure out what is the truth.
Right, and that takes a lot of work and time and all that. I've been fascinated by Fox, and I was always 30 years ago. I was fascinated by Rush Limbaugh because I thought, my God, it's so evident he's trying to push an agenda and in propaganda, and boy, they mastered it on the right much quicker than the folks on the left.
I feel like the left is catching up, though. I feel like it is. I mean, I don't want to knock either side, but you know.
Think for yourself. Don't let these people tell you what to think.
Damn it all.
You can see with your eyes, you hear with your ears. Don't let these people tell you what to think.
Or just do what I say either way. I mean, that works too.
Yeah. Well, go to that too, because you had some. There's another song. Where you talk about, I'm gonna have to look at my notes. Hold on, bear with me.
Somebody actually pays attention to my lyrics.
Oh shoot, you had a song that basically said, or maybe you introduced a song, sort of talking about the authoritarian voice a little bit, and like, I don't know if it was about relationships or what, or what you'd been accused of, or just, hey, you know, this is how I think, and I'm not sure I'm getting it right. It might be my own.
Might be, and it all goes on anyway. It all goes on anyway.
Yeah.
Understanding your intention.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. I mean, that was just to me. I kind of have this belief. Like I like to think. Like we talk about, especially right now. You know, we got racism and all the other isms that are going on right now, and it's like, you know, we. I don't know. I think it has a lot to do with a lot of my songs that I write. Sometimes we build our opinions, we have these ideas, and then all of a sudden it turns out we're wrong. You know, like, oh shit, I guess I wasn't. And I think about with racism and stuff like that, I'd rather believe that someone out there is just ignorant and they don't understand how racist they are or bigoted they are, rather than they're actually evil and they're out to get us. You know, I'd rather believe. Right. So I mean, I guess with that in mind, you know, it's like that's what that song is. Understanding your intention. I took some time to put my finger the other way. You know, look at myself first.
Yeah.
You know,
Look at the mirror.
I know that you're not out to get me. I just know you're out to get yours, and I'm just, you know, I may just be a casualty, but you're not. You know, it's nothing personal. You know.
Right. Right. A lot of the folks on the left-hand side of the political divide in America feel like they're not guilty of white privilege, but they have to look in the mirror a whole lot. I mean, I feel like I'm very progressive, but there was a woman from Wallingford who runs the NAACP, I think in Vermont, and she's out of Rutland. She's a native of Vermont, and yet people say to her all the time, "Oh, where'd you come from?" And it occurred to me. That's the kind of thing I might think, even though I grew up with many African Americans, several African Americans, not probably 5% maybe in Manchester, Vermont, and Peru, Vermont. I mean, maybe 5%, but it, you know, this idea of the other, it's pervasive. Even to everybody who thinks they're open-minded, it kind of comes that way.
It's not part of your, it's not what you used to. Like you talked about having like 5%. I can remember growing up, knew of 3 black people. That was it.
Yeah.
So for me, the only thing I really knew was MTV and NWA and Two Live Crew and, you know what I mean? So Public Enema, you know what I mean? That's where I learned about, about all this. So for me, growing up here in White, Vermont, in Clarendon, I mean, it was...
That's where you were from. That's what my next question was. Where'd you grow up?
I had no idea until I went into the military, how offensive some of that stuff was until I went into the military, and that's when I found out.
And made friends
with people.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was in the sticks, man. I was a hillbilly. I grew up on a colder Riverstone. I grew up in a river, on a river pretty much, spending all my time down in the woods, and the only people I knew were just white guys, white kids.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, it really limits your thinking, and mine too. I mean, definitely all of us. Riverstone's the name of the first album.
Yep.
Great cover track, playing it tonight on my show, and really good album in general.
Thanks.
Talk about, you mentioned, you just said in that last sentence, Riverstone, or growing up on the river in Clarendon.
Yep. It was, we were poor. We grew up, it was actually an old logging road, and it was pretty much a logging road when we moved in there, and a lot of times we didn't have electricity or water, running water. I can remember so many times we would walk. It was probably about a quarter mile down to the river, and we would just gallon jugs walking down the river, fill them up in the river, bring it up, and that would be our water for whatever we were doing, So I spent a lot of time at that river. Summer times, there's nobody else around, man. It was me and my 3 sisters, and they were all much younger than I, So I would go down to the river, hang out down there, go fishing or whatever, But a lot of time at the river.
Wow, right on. That reminds me of when my mom was a secretary and then became a realtor in Manchester, Vermont. It's right next to The Perfect Wife and Bob's Diner and all these sort of kitschy places now, but 35 years ago, 40 years ago, there was a farm across the street from the real estate agency or whatever it was, and they would do the same thing. And it was kind of that's a hard life.
I mean, it was
Can be.
It was my life. I don't know. It was hard or not. It was what was my life.
Right.
So
Right. It was Vermont.
Right. I mean, I didn't see anybody else around me who had it any better.
Right.
So
Right.
it was.
Right.
I didn't think it was bad.
And now you're with. What do you do full time? You're with PBS?
Well, okay. Before I say this, I have to say, because we were told when social media came out, I have to say my opinions are not necessarily those of Vermont PBS. Yes, I'm an engineer for Vermont PBS. That's why if you look at Facebook, I'm not. None of that information's on there because I just felt like it was easier just to deny my affiliation rather than So I actually, I'm an engineer. I manage a bunch of their mountaintops and. Build, maintain, design their transmitters and
neat. That's very cool.
Buildings and all that.
Oh, that's very cool. And did you learn that in the military?
I learned communications in the military, and that just led me into this. I had no idea about television. In fact, I was doing digital when I was in the military, and I came back here to do analog. So it was a whole different animal.
And how long have you been back in Vermont?
Well, I came back here in 2000.
Yeah. And did how long in the military?
I was in the military for 4 years, and then before that, I lived up in Maine for a few years after I got out of high school. So, but just 4 years.
When are you guys coming back?
When are we coming back? We haven't talked about anything. We just got here.
Yeah, I know. Well, I feel like we ought to go into another set, but boy, we wish we could. There's so much, we're talking here at the Underground about how do we kind of foster the live stream stuff. I mean, you did 3 shows, you've done 1 or 2. It's like, how do we do it? Is there a sponsorship opportunity? Because we all, you as musicians and the greater public as consumers of music want this. And I think we're slowly starting to figure it out. And we've been talking a little bit about how do we find sponsorships so bands can get paid to come here, even if it's not that much, it's something. Yeah. So we would love to have
it. Sure would. Some of us rely on it. So, it's definitely anything will help. So in fact, that's what the tips, if you tip us all. Do you guys do tips as well, or for you?
Yeah.
No? Well, why don't you take them, Vince? You should get some tips. All the work you're doing here.
well down the road. But right now there are tips available. Give me the addresses again. It's PayPal.
For them?
Yeah,
Oh, for
It's
us?
up on the screen.
it is. Okay, it is right there. So please,
We're going to get
do.
you on this in this show eventually. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Just trying to draw them in.
And there are models coming out there, you know. I know Dave Tibbs in Killington and George at the Soundspace Sessions and us here. We're all trying to figure out how to make this more sustainable.
It's such a, I mean, I tried doing a little bit from my house, and to be honest, it's a pain in the ass, and I didn't want to do it after I tried it the first time, and thank you for doing it.
Yeah, you guys here. This is especially like this is for the three of us. This is number 2 being here, which I think is something that probably no one else has had a chance to do with the series yet. And both times it's so seamless. You guys have it so locked in. You guys, you know, Vince has all the answers as soon as you ask for them. You super easy to work with. The quality is good. Like the video quality is amazing. The audio quality is amazing. You know, it's I am such a stickler for that stuff because I produce a bunch of stuff on my end too. And man, you put some of the shit I've done to shame. And I'm glad about that. You know, we always try to tell the hardest thing I can ever do is hire a sound guy because I have to find someone I know would do better than me. And like, you were one of the people I would trust hands down, you know, after these experiences. So in terms of like, how can you guys do this and how can you make it better? Money would be great, but I don't think you need to that you are doing this better. You guys are setting a standard right now for how other people in the state are doing this. So, you know that and, you know, take that into consideration because this is probably one of, COVID aside, this is one of the coolest gigs we've done. You know, this is just a blast. I would have done this even if there wasn't a pandemic.
Oh, man.
You know, this
That's
is just a
great to
cool vibe. It is such an easygoing atmosphere. It's a great location. You guys have such a cool little setup here with like the big building and all this stuff going on. Like to go to the bathroom, I had to walk through what basically looked like a costume shop.
Well, that's an awesome space out there. I like that.
Well, you should throw on a costume.
That's a conveyor belt I see out like a
So cool.
checkout line or something.
It's a bag factory, essentially. Courier wear bags.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're produced there.
That's cool.
Right on. Thank you so much for those props.
Absolutely.
I hope it.
Yeah.
Of course,
Thank you.
Thank you hugely. I don't know if you were able to catch all that. I don't know if the sound was good enough from my microphone and voice, but please repeat all that again.
Yeah.
Just say it one more time.
I'll put it in writing and put it on your website.
Well, we've got it recorded, so we're
Please
good.
do.
We can just
Yeah,
replay that, or you can
tell
loop
the
it.
whole world we approve because you know,
Great.
you guys are doing it right.
Good. Thank you so much. Well, we definitely want you back.
Awesome.
And we consider all these 2020 bands, and you guys, the three of you, have been here twice, and you'll be here again.
Awesome.
We consider all the 2020 bands as the pilot, kind of like you guys are the ones. And the music scene in Vermont, I'm so huge on, in central
It's a good
Vermont
scene.
especially. You know, I love Burlington. You know, I live there. It's a great scene, but they've got all the people and all the publicity and all the, you know, all the action up there. And I'm thinking we're producing as good or better music in central Vermont as anywhere. And I'm from southern Vermont, and there's some good bands down there too, but it's a different thing down there. But thank you so much. Really appreciate
It's fun. It's great.
Thank you.
Look forward to doing it again.
We'll do
I
it
look
again.
forward. I mean, I love this, but I do look forward to playing some real live shows. So that'd be so nice. We're all looking forward to that. I think so.
Well, next time you're here, we'll have big screens with family pod audiences.
We're gonna do now. iPod, like iPhones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what now we're talking. See,
Yeah,
See?
we'll have something.
with the royal treatment.
You
this
know,
is
we
good.
can't let COVID get us down too much.
Nah.
Thanks again, guys.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
And thank you, December 10th, 2020. Vincent, Freeman, The Underground, thank you so much.